Hello, good morning, everyone, and thank you for signing up to the WordPress training course on how to build an e-commerce online shop using WordPress and WooCommerce plugin. We shall be looking at how to build a physical or digital e-commerce store using WordPress and WooCommerce, set up shipping options, tax rates, payment gateways, and many more. For those who are not familiar with WooCommerce, WooCommerce is the most popular plugin, WordPress plugin that is used for setting up and running online shops. With WooCommerce, you can basically sell anything in your store. You can sell physical items. If, for example, you have a shop and you're selling products, which you package and send in a box, and then you can sell those in your shop and then package them in your store, and of course send them to the customer through email or something or any other carrier. Or if you sell digital products such as online courses or ebooks, which you just need to download or give access, then you can use, of course, WooCommerce to do that. This course requires some basic understanding of WordPress. So I will assume that most of you attended the first WordPress training course we had, where we went through the fundamental elements of building a WordPress website. But if you didn't and don't have much background or prior knowledge in WordPress, then you don't need to worry, because we shall be going through the steps we went through during our first course, and I'll be having a quick recap of what we actually covered last time. So once again, my name is Joshua Wire. I'm the director of Papa Internet Services. Papa Internet Services, we design and host websites for small businesses, startups, charities, individuals, and anyone else who wants to promote their services or products or connect with potential clients online. Almost 80% of the websites we design and host were built with WordPress. In this course, we shall not only learn how to design an e-commerce WordPress website, but also you will learn how to start an online business without any startup capital products of your own. Basically, I'll show you how to source products from suppliers with no capital or no money upfront, and even how those suppliers will handle the packaging and the shipping for the product. Once again, you're going to learn as you practice, and we shall be using the previous WordPress websites you worked on or designed, and we shall be turning them into e-commerce websites. So once again, no prior knowledge of WordPress or advanced coding knowledge is required. This course is for complete beginners, but I'm very confident that by the time you complete this course, you will be able to design a beautiful e-commerce website by yourself. You will have access, of course, to your training website for 1 month. And at the end of the month, if you wish to convert your training website into an actual e-commerce website and start selling your products or services online, then I'll help you to secure domain and hosting account, and then transfer your e-commerce website to your hosting account for free. But if you decide that you no longer need your website, then it will be discarded. You get certificates, of course, for attending this course. So please, I'll require your names in the chat as you want them to appear on your certificates. So let's have a quick recap of what we studied last time. We defined WordPress as an open source content management system, or CMS, that is used to design websites. And we said that CMS is a software that helps users create and manage or modify website content without the need for any specialized technical or coding knowledge. So instead of building your own system for creating web pages, storing images or functions, the content management system handles all that basic stuff so that you don't have to put in all that technical knowledge, and then you will use that time instead to focus on the more forward-facing parts of your website. And we said that WordPress is an open source, because it is developed and maintained by a community of developers for free. Its source code is available to everyone, and anyone can modify it and create their own functionalities. WordPress started in 2003, and presently it powers over 43% of all websites on the internet. WordPress, like I said before, is a robust content management system and has been used to design websites for some of the prominent organizations and brands around. Some of the examples include Walmart, Dell for computers, Samsung, IKEA, Xbox, H&M store, and so many others. Some of these are quite big stores. For example, last year's statistics for H&M store state that their website received an average of 7 million unique visitors per month and made between 5 to $10 billion in revenue from their online sales. So if H&M, IKEA, Dell can use WordPress, then why can't we? Okay. So last time we had a look at domain names, web hosting, secure socket layers, and how to acquire them. And we said that in order to have a website, you need to have a domain name, a hosting plan, and more preferably these days, necessary certificate, which is a secure sockets layer certificate. We did try to understand what these three items mean and how you can get them. Of course, we said that a domain is an address for your website on the internet. It is what people type or visitors type in the browser in order to visit your website. Normally begins with www. Or your shop name, and then .com or .org or .co.uk, and so many others. Then, of course, we do register domain names at Papa Internet Services, and normally the domain name is registered for a minimum of 1 year, then a maximum of 10 years. It must be renewed every time before it expires. And if you let it expire, of course, someone else can take it up and register it as their own. And we said that hosting is an online service that allows you to publish your website files into the internet so that people can access your website on the internet, of course. We provide hosting as well at Papa Internet Services, and these normally come with a free security secure socket layer certificate. And like we said, of course, secure socket layer certificate is a code on your web server that provides security for online communications. In short, a necessary certificate keeps an internet connection secure and safeguards any sensitive data that is being sent between two systems. And normally when we host your website, we provide this SSL certificate for free with your hosting. So you, of course, sure that every time and all the time your website and visitors coming to your website, their information is secure. WordPress is a software, so it needs to be installed either on your computer or a server before you can begin to use it. Like I said last time, installing WordPress is on your server is very easy and only takes about 2 minutes. In fact, when you get the hosting plan from Papa Internet Services, WordPress is already installed on it. So I'm not going to go through again the process of installing WordPress on your computer or server because this is really not part of what we are going to cover today. So let's have a quick look at the dashboard. Of course, like we did last time. And we're going to look at a few things on the dashboard which are very important and which you need to do, of course, in order to set up your website before you start using it. So like I said last time, the dashboard, which is this left-hand sidebar, the black sidebar. Like I said last time, the dashboard is the control center for your website. This is where almost every aspect of your website is controlled. That's from customizing to designing and then publishing your website. And we're going to look at some of the very important settings, of course, most of which we covered the last time, but we're going to have a quick recap of most of them. So we're going to start with the settings, of course, which control the way your website looks, not the way it looks, but some of how it will be viewed and looked at by search engines. So we have the site address. Mine already I have an e-commerce website training. The site title normally comes up here, and of course on your website as well. If we want a tagline, we can put a tagline that describes what our store is. So I'm going to call this my first online shop. And this is good for search engines. So it's always good to choose something that normally would have some keywords that would be relevant to your store. And then, of course, the WordPress address. This is, of course, normally what is typed in the browser. And then the site address, which is almost the same, which should be stay the same because some of it is in the database, and then it's where all the files are organized. So these at least need to be similar. So this is your registered address or email address where all the information from the WordPress installation is sent. So you need to use an email, which you normally use, of course, during the installation, but you need to use an email address that you have access to, because you'll be receiving lots of information from the WordPress website. For example, if someone signs up, then these emails will come to your, those messages will come to your email. If someone sends information through a contact form, they normally come through this email. Then here we will decide on who should register to our website as a user. Last time we covered the users, their roles and categories. Of course, we have users, contributors, editors, authors, and administrators. So if you want everyone who should be a member of your website to register as a contributor. Then you adjust that to contributor, and then allow everyone to register. Site, language, UK, London, time zone. These are the normal settings. Then after that, you save changes. The other bit which is important, this is not really that important. We covered it last time. We did cover reading last time, but I'll come back to this later. And of course, the rest of others, we covered them last time, but you can go through them and see what they mean. You can use the previous video to check how we set up these ones. But quickly, if you want to receive comments on your website, then of course you tick this one. You need to hold these comments for moderation. Then you tick that one. Like we said, all the comments before they appear on your website, you need to check them and approve them. Otherwise, you might end up damaging your reputation online in case some people send malicious comments. So some people send like irrelevant comments to your website, then they might end up damaging your reputation. So it's always to hold them somewhere for moderation. Normally they come into comments here. So then you go through them, check them. If you think they are all right, then approve them. If they are not, just bin them. If you don't need them, just delete them. As simple as that. Okay. Another thing we probably looked at in here was about the pages. I remember we set up a few pages. We have contact us, we have home. This normally appears on the landing of your website or the main page of your website. You can have any page of your website actually as your first page on your website. We shall look at this later when we install the shop. And the privacy policy page, which is actually very important or a requirement now that we are going to have a shop, is normally a default page that comes with WordPress installation. So if you want, you can go into it and edit it, add in a few information you want to use, or just edit this one, add in your contacts at the end, and then use it as your own. Most of the information covered in this privacy policy page are enough to fulfill the purpose of this requirement. So you need to look at that as well, and you probably need to have one. Then, of course, we looked at plugins. Before that, we looked at themes. So with themes, you come to appearance and then go to themes. We did set up a theme or install this theme, but I'm going to install it again, and then we can use that going forward. So I'm going to delete some of these. I'm going only to stay with only this one. So I'm going to delete this one. These themes actually come with WordPress, and they are designed by WordPress itself. But as you can see, this one was designed in 2020, 2021, and this is 2022. So at least this is the most recent. So let me delete this one. And I'm going to delete this one as well. And Now I have only one theme left, but I don't want to use this one. So I'm going to install another theme. Like we said, if you want to install a theme, you go to themes, which is where we are. Then go on top, say add new, and then peruse through or browse through all the themes that are there and check, of course, the one that you feel like you want your shop to look like. So if you want to just filter them, you can use some keywords like, let's say shop, because we're designing a shop, and all the themes that relate have a shop element will come up. You can go through them and pick any you want, or you can just use any theme and put in most of the things you want. So I'm not going to use any of these. I'm going to just go here. Let me see the proper ones. So this is by WordPress, Elementor. I'm not going to use Elementor, so I'm going to, let me pick this one, Astra. So when you pick a theme, actually when you put your cursor on top of the theme you want, you will see the two options, which is install or preview. If you want to install it, you install, and after you install it, it asks you to activate. Then you click activate, and then it becomes your default theme. It takes over from the previous default theme. Now our default theme is Astra, which is this one. And of course, after installing it, you want to customize it. You want it to look a bit unique, to look like it's your website. So what we're going to do is to customize a little bit of it. And if you click on customization, it takes you to this window where you can customize or where you can change or make your shop unique. So here you can change the colors, you can change the fonts, and the font, of course, I mean the headers, the body fonts. So you can make them bigger, you can change the font family, the size, the colors, the background colors. We're going to go through some of these quickly, so you don't need to worry. So the global changes, these are the changes that you can make that will affect the whole website. So they are not typically changes to, let's say, one page or two pages, they change the whole website. So for example, like fonts, of course, fonts on all pages don't change. So it's a global element, and you can set them up here. So for example, if you want the font size of all pages to be 15 pixels, you can set it up here, or let's make it 17. And of course, you can review the changes immediately here. As you can see, the font has become bigger. If we want to make it 10, then that's font 10 pixels. 17 again, pixels, that's 17. Let's leave it at that. And the weight, so how big do you want it to be? Do you want to be very bold? Do you want it to be a little bit bold, or just normal? Let's say we want it to be a little bit bold, so medium 500. And then text transformation. Do you want them capitalized or just the normal writing within a page, which is similar to this? So we're going to leave it at that. And the height between the lines, so we can say we want it to be 1 point, let's say 9, which is a good height between this line and this line. Okay, so that's the fonts. Now, if we go to the header or the heading font, let's set up that one as well. So we're looking at this font, which are the headers or the titles. And let's look at the family. So which family do we want? These are similar to the Word documents where you change the font family, but of course these are many and a little bit advanced, so you can take your time and go through them, check them, try many of them and see how they look like. Okay, so variant 400, let's see how 400 looks like. Okay, let's go with that. Weight, how, well, Sonre 400, so we shall go with what is there. Do you want them to appear as capital letters, uppercase letters, just normal? How do we want them? Let's say let's have them as uppercase letters. Okay, and what height do you want between the lines of the headers? I'm going to say, let's say 1.4. You can try these heights and change them around and see which ones work best for you. Sometimes you want a well-spaced website, so you set the heights between the lines a bit higher. Sometimes you want the normal ones, so you go for 1.7 to at least 2 EMs or pixels for the body content. So the fonts then, which is H1, and here we're talking about the headers H1 being the biggest. As you can see, we have different headers up to H6 font. So H6 is the smallest header. And of course, H1 would be the biggest. So I would say this is H1, and they are normally good to be used at the top of the page. And of course, these are good for search engines. So if you use them very well, then of course, they'll help your website to be indexed very well and quickly. And of course, these headers for the sidebar would be probably H2 or H3. You can check that later. But as you can see, they are slightly smaller than the H1s. So if you want to edit how the H1s look, you can do it from here. So for example, we've set already the font family. So we're going to inherit what we've sent already. And the size was 40. I think here you can change it if you want. So if you change it 60, let's see what happens. No, it's not changing because we can only have 40, which we inherited from the font. Remember when we set up the variant here, so we can only inherit 40. And let's see what 700 does. Nothing has changed because we're inheriting them from the headers here we set up. So these mainly won't change that much. But if we choose a different header or font family, then most of these will change. So you can go through these and change them as you wish. And if we go to colors, these are the colors of the website. So the theme color will normally determine the links, all these colors you see. So these are theme colors. So if we have this palette, I think if we change it to this one, it's almost the same, but you can change it here to anything you want. So if you want black, let's say, or something black, or you can go for red, let's say. The theme colors you can see is changing a little bit now to red. Okay, and the colors, of course, then you can change the link colors, which are these ones, link colors. So assuming you go for something that is a bit yellowish like that, or you can go for, let's say, purple. As you can see, the links are changing. And then link hover. When you hover on the link, which color do you want to see? I'm going to leave it to that. Headers from H1 to 6, as we have seen all these headers, how do you want them to look like? So I'm going to change them to, let's say, something that is reddish. So I'm going for that. And text color, which is the body color normally. How do you want it to be? So let me go for something that is a bit more black. Okay. And the site background, content background. So the site background would be the rear background. As you can see, it's a bit gray. And the content background is where the content is, which is pure white. So I'm going to leave it like that. So I'm looking at the main customizations you probably need to do. The button, of course, the button is these buttons, the link buttons. So I'm going to have the circled one, and then you can go through the changes as well, change the text, the colors, the background colors if you want. We looked at this, of course, during the previous course on WordPress. So that's basically about the global changes. And now if we go to the header changes, we're talking about this area. That's the head of the website. So we're going to look at, if you want to install the logo, it's asking you, do you have a logo? Yes, we do have a logo. And set the logo. So if you click on select the logo, it takes you to the media library. And from the media library, you can choose any logo images you have. Here we don't have anything. So I'm going to upload the logo from my computer. I don't know whether I have any that would be suitable, but let's try and see. And I'm going to use let me just use bear with me. I'll get something that is a bit relevant. Okay, let me search. So from here, I can use, let me just use this. Okay. So I'm going to use this logo as my logo, and the dimensions are okay. So I'm going to crop it and use that. As you can see, my logo has come, it's already here, but it's transparent. Some of the words are not coming out. So I'm going to change the background of this header so that I can see my logo properly. Let's see design, title, color. So do you want to change this color? Let's see whether we can change it to something like reddish. Remember, these are training colors, so you can choose any colors you want. They don't have to be similar to mine. And I'm going to reduce the font for the header, make it, let's say 30, which is slightly smaller. Then you can set the margins, how far from top or down or from side to side do you want it to be. So if I say, let's say 10 pixels for the top, down here, left and right. So that's 10. Now I've set the logo and the head a little bit. So the background, the height is 80, which is okay. I can make it to 90. So that's the height of the header from here to from top to bottom. How big do you want it to be? If we go to design, and then we can change the button color background, which is white. Let's see, we change it to something like black. Yeah, let's go for that in the meantime. So we're changing the header background to black. And now most of the settings as we want them are done, the main ones. The rest, of course, like I said, you can visit again the website, the training video we had for introduction to WordPress, and go through the other settings, of course. So I'm going to publish this, and then if I want, I can look at how my website looks like by going to the top here, then visit my site. I'm going to right click and open in a new tab. So this is how my website looks like so far. I haven't put in much, but these are the changes we made. And as you can see, it's a little bit unique. I think nobody probably, it's very rare to find someone also building something that will look like yours. So I would say my website is unique, but when we add in more stuff and the content and the shop and the products, we shall see most of the changes being reflected on this website. So if we go back to the dashboard, we have set up this theme. We have done some customizations. We looked at the pages, the posts, of course, we looked at them previously. You can visit the previous video. And now we are going to look at the plugins. These are the most important bits of the e-commerce course we are doing now. So the plugin, of course, or the plugins, like we said, of course, plugins are pieces of plugin is a piece of software that plugs into your website and adds new functionality or extends the existing functionality of your website. Of course, like we said, the plugin will allow you to create virtually anything or any kind of website. You can create an e-commerce store or a portfolio website or any other website using plugins. So we are going to install the most important plugin, like I said before, for the e-commerce shop or store, and this plugin is called WooCommerce. So we go to plugins, we go to add new, or if you click on installed plugins and come here, then you can add new from the top here. And as you can see, we have lots of, there are over 40,000 plugins in here. Some of them are good, others are not, but you can tell a good plugin, of course, when you look at it by looking at how many installations it has got. This one has 5+ million active installations. The reviews, this one has got a 5-star out of 1,072 reviews. And of course, As you can see, it was last tested 11 months ago, which is not very far away. This one is almost in the same category, and this was last tested last month. So when you're looking for a plugin, these are the most important bits probably you need to look at. And of course, you can look at more details by clicking here, and then go through the actual documentation of the plugin, look at the description, see what the plugin does, check the installations, how it is installed. You can look at the reviews, read through the reviews. You can click the 1-star reviews and see what these reviews were talking about, why they didn't like it, the 1 stars. You can check lots of stuff from here, and then if you are satisfied, then you can install it. From here, you can go back to the main page and install it from here. If you're not happy, of course, you can look for another one. So we're looking for WooCommerce. You can look for it from here, or you can look at the most popular plugins. I'm sure it would be there. So these are the most popular. If you look at all of them, they have 5 and more million active installations. And as you can see, the WooCommerce, which is what we are looking for, is in the same league as well. So we're going to install this. By the way, there are other e-commerce plugins in here, but like I said, the WooCommerce is the most popular one and quite easy to use, very straightforward. But if you want to use a different one, then you can always, of course, look for it. If you go here, you can check e-commerce and see what comes up. So we have WooCommerce, of course, we have a speed e-commerce shopping cart, which does basically the same thing, but a little bit not as straightforward as WooCommerce, as you can see, as you can tell from the active installations. Easy digital downloads. This is good if you are selling downloadable products like ebooks, courses, and all that. This one is very good. So as you can see, there are many others. And there's this one as well. But of course, like we said, this one is the most popular, and that's what we are going to go for. So we have installed it already. Because we installed it, now we are going to activate it and then customize it, of course. So if we click on activate, it's coming. Let's give it some time. And as you can see, it takes you through the process of setting it up. So I'm just going to go through this process. So let me say my address is #1 Downing Street. Region or country, United Kingdom. So this is setting the base of your shop. Where is your shop based? And that's why it's important to find a good, to fill in this part, because some of the elements within the WooCommerce will be set according to the best country where your shop is based. You can, of course, sell to any country and ship to any country. So what I'm saying, this is probably good to help you with the settings, but it doesn't limit you to selling to only that place where your shop is based. So let's say my is CW1 is C1. Okay, so that's the address of my shop. Remember, this is not visible to the public, so you can even use your home address. It doesn't matter. And what am I going to be selling? So I'm going to be selling, let's say, hair and beauty products. So I'll click that. It doesn't matter. You can change these settings later. We're selling physical things or physical products whereby someone makes an order, then you package the products and send them. If we're selling downloads or e-products or digital products like ebooks, courses, then we could go for downloads, whereby after someone has finished the payments or has paid for the product, then they can gain access to the downloading. They can gain access to download the product. If it was an ebook, then they can get a link to download the ebook and start reading. But for us, we selling physical products because we chose beauty products, which we shall be packaging and sending to clients. And let's continue. And how many products? This is not really very important. So I use currently selling somewhere else, Okay, let's continue. Business features. So they have recommended a few features we can include in our shop here. For example, accept credit cards and other popular payment methods with WooCommerce payments. If we want it, we can leave it ticked. Get automated sales tax, maybe no. Speed up security with that, maybe no. So if you say yes and continue, of course, these are plugins as well, so they will be automatically installed and activated within your plugin area. So I'm going to actually refuse all of them and continue. I'll choose my plugins when I get to that point. And now here they're asking me to choose a theme to use. They're asking me whether I want to continue with my theme that I activated or whether I want to use their theme, which is storefront, which is here. You can go for a live demo and see how it works or how good it is. Or you can go for these ones if you want like a proper customizable theme. But you need to know what you are doing here because you will need to do a lot of modifications to some of these themes. And as you can see here, it costs around $79 per year. So these are for selling. You don't have to buy them, but if you know what you're doing and you want to set up a very nice looking shop, then you can look at the demos and see how these themes look like or work, and then maybe buy one from them, which will be probably very easy to install from here. But for now, I'll continue with my theme, which I installed earlier. And that's where I'm going to build my shop from. Now I've finished setting up the store. As you can see, it's asking you to do more settings. So it's asking me to add my products, set up payments, set up taxes, set up shipping, set up marketing tools, and personalize my shop. Yes, I'll do that, but I want to show you something that has changed on my site. If I go to pages, for example, and look at the pages, remember we had only 3 pages. We had contact us, we had home page, and we had privacy policy page. Now, as you can see, we have over 8 pages. And these pages automatically come with WordPress because they will help you to run your shop and, of course, build your shop. So, like you guessed, you have the shop, which is the shop area, like where all your products are displayed. It comes in as a default page. You have a refund and returns policy. It assumes that in order to run a reasonable shop or reasonable online business, you have to, at some point, to refund or make refunds and returns. So here is where you tell your customers how you normally refund. If you offer refunds, let's say after 30 days or within 30 days, that's the information included here. If you accept returns, then you can, of course, do that as well. You can say it here, and you can easily edit this page. So if you go into this page, as you can see, they have given you a few words, some good words to start with. If you see from the top here, our refund and return policy lasts 30 days. If 30 days have passed since your purchase, we cannot offer you a full refund or exchange. So depending on the products you sell, of course, you can adapt most of this content that is already there, maybe change what or delete and replace what is not relevant. So for example, you don't sell DVDs or books or whatever, there's no need of mentioning them here, so you can remove that. But you can actually adopt this as yours. You just need to publish it, and then that's it. Of course, after making the changes you want to make, it becomes your refund and returns page or policy page. You can view how it looks like. Let me open another tab and see how it looks like. So this is how it's going to look like on my website. It has shipping returns as well. So of course, here, as you can see, it's asking you for a physical address. You can put in your physical address in here. So these are the changes I was talking about. Email address, put in your email address where you want them to contact you. And basically a few other changes, and basically your refund and returns policy is done. So as you can see, WooCommerce helps you to make things easier for you because they want you to be successful online. As you can see, they have lots of items they sell, and when you're successful, you might end up buying something from them. A basket, of course, this is the shopping basket, the checkout, we shall see how it looks like. The custom account, we shall see how it looks like. But most of these, I know you have seen them somewhere, as I know that most of you have bought something from online. Then from the dashboard, as you can see, we have, of course, after WooCommerce, we have products. This wasn't there. It's a new element or label. So this is where you actually upload or put in your products for selling. We shall look at this. And as you can see here, you have analytics. So they want you to analyze how your store is doing. You can check basically most of the things, how your store is performing, the total sales, net sales, how many orders, products you have sold. When you get time or during your free time when you're training, and after adding a few products, go through these and see how they work. They're pretty straightforward, and they do help a lot when you're running your store. We shall look at the coupons at some point. Let me leave it for now and how they work, because that's very important, especially when you are giving discounts or promoting sales on your shop. The rest, you can take some time and go through the analytics and see how what they mean. So for example, products will tell you how many products you have sold, for what sales or revenue, the orders, the returns, and all that. If you go to revenues, of course, it will tell you how much you've earned in a month, in a year, from what, the taxes, as you can see, the shipping, or from the sales of coupons or discounts. Then if you go to orders, the same thing. It takes you through a lot of data on how your shop is working. And this is very good, of course, if you're running a serious business, to understand how your business is working, whether you're making a profit or a loss, or whether you're actually making sales or not. And then from analytics, another element that was added in is marketing, because it all goes with running a shop. And as you can see, they are recommending a few things here, or plugins that can help you. Most of them are to do with the marketing of products. For example, MailChimp. Most of you might have heard about MailChimp. It's used for sending automated mail shots to your customers. These might be promotional mail shots where you're promoting your stuff. MailPoint as well does the same thing. You can link Facebook to your shop. From here, you can link Amazon or eBay with your shop. You can actually list your products on Google and use Google Words by installing this plugin. So as you can see, most of this is to help you, of course, run your shop and make sales on your shop. The coupons, like I said, they are similar to the ones in products, sorry, in analytics. So this is where you set coupons and give discounts to friends or customers who have a certain code, which they normally put in when they are checking out, and they get a discount. We shall use one, see how it works, so you don't need to worry now. So from here, we're going to finish up the settings of our shop and add in a few products before we go to using some of the coupons to see, or making a purchase actually, to see how the store works. So if I come to WooCommerce and go to settings, I'll continue with the settings from where I was. So here, as you can see, we did the settings for the address. It's already here. So it's asking me selling locations. I want to sell to all countries. Yes, maybe not. Let me sell to specific countries. So I'm going to sell to specific countries, and I'm going to sell to, excuse me, to United Kingdom and USA. Let me just sell just those. Shipping locations, shipped all countries. No, I'm going to ship to all countries. Yeah, ship to all countries I sell to. Of course, United Kingdom and USA. Then shop location, or the default customer location. That will be the shop country where you're selling from. Enable taxes. Do you charge taxes? Are you VAT registered? If you are, then you can enable taxes, and then you start collecting VAT. VAT will be added on to the price of the product. But my shop is not registered for VAT, so I'm not going to charge VAT. Enable coupons, yes. How do you want them to work? So when applying multiple coupons, apply the first coupon to the full price and the second coupon to the discounted price, and so on. No, I just want to use one coupon for the whole basket price. So I'm going to leave it to that. The shop currency is pounds, and these are the settings for the pound or for the price, and I'm going to save after that. Then go to products. Now, products, as we guessed, of course, as we said earlier, the shop page is the shop page which was installed by WooCommerce. So it's the default shop page. You can change it if you want, but then it's good to leave it as shop because they use shortcodes on those pages. And if you change it to a different page which doesn't have a shop shortcode, then of course it's not going to display properly. Redirect to the basket page after successful addition. Yeah, after adding the product, I want to be redirected to the basket page. These settings to do with the placeholder for the image of the shop or the product image, the weight. These settings help, of course, with the shipping. So, for example, if you are shipping some stuff which you need to weigh and charge the shipping cost according to weight and dimensions, then you can change this to the measurements you want to use. Enable product reviews by customers. Yeah, show verified customer reviews. Reviews can only be left by verified owners. Yeah. Enable star ratings. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to save those changes as well. Then here, as you can see in products, of course, you have the inventory, you have downloadable products, you have approved download directories. We are not dealing with downloadables, so these are irrelevant. Let's see the inventory. So how do you want to control the inventory in your store? So do you want to manage stock? Okay, let's say yes. Then hold stock for 60 minutes. If someone probably is looking at your store and maybe puts a product in the shopping cart, then you can hold that product in the shopping cart for that person if they want to come back for 60 minutes. Or you can change it to 2 days or even nothing if you don't want to keep products in the shopping cart. Okay, notifications, enable low stock notification. So if, for example, your stock is running low, then you can get a notification from the store telling you that you've sold most of your stock, please restock. And the threshold, you can set this threshold here. So if you have 2 items left in stock, then you can get a notification. But let me increase that 10 so that if I have only 10 items left in stock, then I should be notified and then I can restock. Out of stock, of course, is 0. Out of stock visibility, hide items from the shop if they're out of stock. I think it does make sense. Yeah, I save that as well. So those are products. If I go to shipping, I can set the shipping zones depending on where I'm shipping. So for example, if I'm shipping to zone, should I say US, for example? Select the regions. So this is US, I said. So that's, yeah. So how do I want to ship to the US? So add a shipping method. So do I want to include free to have a free shipping for those or flat rate? I'm going to go for the flat rate. So that's the US customers. And if yeah, so that's one is set up. So I'm going to add another shipping, probably local pickup, free shipping. Do I want the free shipping to them? No, maybe not. The customers in US. Okay, so I'm going to ask them to pay, especially those who are based in US. So that's one shipping condition I'm setting up. Then you can, of course, go for the shipping options. So enable the shipping crochet on the basket page. Yeah. Hide shipping cost until an address is added, entered. No, I want my customers to know the shipping cost even before they put in the address. So I'm going to leave that. Shipping destination, default customer's shipping address or the billing address. Let me put the shipping address because sometimes the billing address is different from the shipping address. Okay, and I'm going to save that. Then shipping classes. So here you can set up shipping classes by name. Let's say first class. So this is for UK only. Then another shipping class maybe here USA, let's say, or premium class, and this is for the US clients. This will help you when it comes to setting up shipping costs and all that. So then we go to payments. This is where you set up the payment gateways through which you can accept money on from your customers on your online shop. So like we said before, as you can see, WooCommerce has a payment gateway as well, which they are promoting heavily. You can use that if you want. If you want customers to pay cash when they get products, which is cash on delivery, you can enable that. If you want them to pay by check, that is send you a check, you can enable that as well. If you want them to make a direct bank transfer, you can activate that. And of course, you need to set up some of these options. So direct bank transfer, if you set it up, of course, they will ask you to put in a few instructions. So make your payment directly into our bank. Please use order ID as the payment reference. They are putting that already for you. So when they finish buying the product, they will get this information either in the email or the page they are redirected to, and they will go ahead and put in make the payment direct to your bank, after which you will dispatch the products. So here I might say that goods will be dispatched after payment has been received. So that's an instruction which they need to look at. And here I'm going to put in my account name. So this is Papa Internet account number 98406, bank, let's say Barclays, sort code 202200. IBN is or Swift. This is especially for foreign or people who are paying you from outside of your country. So this could be customers from America. Then you can check for your bank IBN or Swift code, on which is actually on the statement of your bank statement. You can easily find these details there and put them there. If you want to add another bank account, you can do that here. Okay, then you save the changes for that. So these are offline kind of payment systems or payment ways through which customers can pay you. Let me disable this, check. Here, let me set up cash on delivery. So I'm going to say cash on delivery, pay with cash upon delivery, pay with cash upon delivery, enable shipping method. So here, cash on delivery, which method do I want to give them? Is it flat rate or free shipping? Okay, if it's cash on delivery, then I'm go for free shipping method, which means they don't need to pay for shipping. And then I'll save that. So when this customer who is paying for cash, who is paying with cash, when they are checking out, they will not be charged for the shipping of their products. That's why we have activated this shipping method here. And if I go back to the payments, now I'm going to activate the online payments where someone can pay online. Actually, these WooCommerce payments, these are online payments. They can pay with Visa, MasterCard, American Express, as you can see, online. But I'm going to activate more here. So I'm going to say more payment methods. And then it's going to take me to some of these other extensions. So as you can see, we have, which one is this? This is WooCommerce tier. But I'm looking for the ones which we probably have come across. Most of you probably have come across Stripe, and others might have. Of course, most of you know PayPal. PayPal has many types, and as you can see, most of these are free. Squarespace as well, they are free. This is not free, but you can see what it does. You can read through and see what it does. This accepts deposits, it's not free. Authorizing it is not free. But even the free ones do work well. They only charge you when you receive payments. So if you don't receive any payments, then you won't be charged at all. So that's what probably we shall go for. And I'm going to activate Stripe. Now, this is a bit long-winded. They have made the installations a bit longer because they want you to use their own payment gateway, but still, let's continue and use Stripe. So let's download Stripe from here. And I'm going to show you how you can download a plugin and then upload it into your plugin area. So they want me to check out. Okay, I'm going to do that. Oh, good. They're asking me for all this information. Okay, So I'm going to shortcut and not to do that. So what I'll do, I'll go to my plugins again, add new, then look for Stripe, because it's basically the same thing they are trying to ask me to do. So I'm going to look for Stripe from here and actually install it from here. So WooCommerce Stripe Payment Gateway, and it is designed by WooCommerce themselves, but they want you to go through the long way so that you can probably give up and use theirs. So let me install it from here and activate it. So as you can see, it's here, and set it up. So if you have noticed very well, when I clicked on settings, it brought me back to WooCommerce payment gateways setup. Okay, so from here, then I can set it up. Okay, it's running. Let's give it some time. Okay, so from here, they're asking me to connect Stripe and my shop. And actually, it's very straightforward. So if you just log into your Stripe account, then you can connect the two straight away. So let me see whether I can. Let me see whether I can log in and connect my account. So just give me a second. So I'm connecting my WooCommerce shop with Stripe. I've logged into my Stripe account and connected the two. So as you can see now, I'm almost there. So these are simple settings which I need to do, and then it will be connected. So as you can see here, it's saying that payments enabled, payouts enabled, webhooks. This is where you connect your Stripe with the WooCommerce so that whatever happens in Stripe, you get notifications. For example, if someone makes a payment, then of course, all these notifications are sent to you that someone has made a payment, or all that stuff, or they have bought something. So all you need to do is to copy this kind of code and then go back to your Stripe account, then go to webhooks and paste in that code into the webhook area in the Stripe account. And then of course, that will be it. You are be ready to go now. But still, I can still receive payments. I can make payments without having to connect using the webhooks or activating the webhooks. So I'm going to save that. Okay, so saved. And now my Stripe is activated. If I go back to payment methods and I go back to payments, and as you can see, I have Stripe here, which is activated. You can activate this as well if you want, where if you want to use, for example, GiroPay, or if you are buying in China or whatever, you can activate most of these if you want, but they are not relevant because we're selling to UK and USA. So Stripe, this for cards is good enough. Okay, now if you, for example, want to use PayPal as well, you can still do the same. I know if you go through the method of WooCommerce way of installing PayPal, they'll take you through the long way still. PayPal payments, I know they'll still take you the wrong way. So yeah, that's true. So to cut it short, again, go back to your plugins and then look for PayPal. So these are the two most popular payment gateways that most shoppers know. And it will be, of course, good to use what most shoppers are familiar with. So if you want to install PayPal, you go and install PayPal, activate it, connect it with your PayPal account, and you are ready to go. Actually, it's very easy to connect. You only have to put in the email address of your PayPal account, and you are ready to go. So from here, as you can see, where is PayPal? PayPal for WooCommerce is here. If I go to settings again, it will take you back to WooCommerce payments where we were. So that's how cheeky these guys can be. Okay, so they're asking me to connect your account in order to get started. If I click that, and okay, let's see what happens if I activate PayPal. So I just need to log into my PayPal account here, and PayPal will be connected. Okay, so if you don't have a PayPal account, of course, you have to open a PayPal account first before you can connect the two. The same with Stripe. You need to open a Stripe account before you can connect the two. So it depends on what you want to do or to use. Now you've seen how to use it, of course. Then account and privacy. Here we're talking about how do you want your account to be run? Do you want customers to place orders without creating account? Do you want guest customers as well to buy stuff on your from your shop? Yeah, allow customers to create accounts during checkout. So these are really not that important, but because the most important ones anyway are already enabled for you by WooCommerce, but you can go through them and see what they mean and whether you need to enable them or disable them. Okay, I'm going to save. Then the other part is, of course, which is the emails. Now, these emails are the emails you normally get when, for example, you get a new order or someone cancels a new order or an order fails to go through. And then these are free, actually, are the emails you get as the shop owner. And these other ones are the emails that are sent to the customer automatically. So, for example, if your customer places an order and you're processing the order, then they'll get an email. Order on hold, you are processing it. Here, order has been completed, they'll get an email. Or refund is on the way. And of course, these emails can be changed a little bit. So if you go to manage, and they have put a few words for you. So the subject will be, of course, as you can see, this shortcode of site title. This is your site title. So it will automatically go in here instead of this shortcode. And it's not always good to change the shortcodes. So this is what the header will be. Thanks for shopping with us. Additional content. Then you can put here your content. Your order has been dispatched. let's say your order has been dispatched and should be with you within 3 days. Thanks for shopping with us. And then you save. So when when you finish processing the order, then they get that email. If you want to view how the email will look like, you can do that. Okay, from there. But these are the emails, so you can go through others and see what they are and how they look like. You can change them if you want, of course. And the global settings also for your emails can be changed from here. So if you want to include, let's say, your logo in the emails that are sent, you can put your logo link from here. So if you go to your images and get the link, you just put it here. So normally it would be something like this. Media library. So my logo is this one. And this is the URL of the logo or the link to my logo. So I'm going to copy it from here. Then go back to WooCommerce settings. I was on emails. Then go down to the bottom and put my link here. So now each email that is sent out will have this logo or my logo on it. Then I can change the colors of the email, of course, the background, the font, and all that if I want. Then save. Okay. So let me see how my email probably will look like. So that's my logo, not visible very well. But this is how my email will look like. So the colors are there. If you want to change the colors, like I said, of course, you can change the colors into your brand colors, which you already have or using on your website. Then a few integrations, these are to do with if you're connecting an external plugin or app, then you can connect it from here. Then the advanced option, here you look at these are really not, I would suggest you don't tamper with these mostly. Maybe if you want to put here your terms and let's say refund page. So whoever is before they press the order, they have to accept your terms. You can say terms and conditions or refund policy or whatever, or privacy policy, whatever you want them to accept. But these pages are predetermined by WooCommerce. Unless you're doing something else, then you can change them. But normally it's good to leave them as they are because they will determine where most of the information will be. For example, the checkout, the basket, which page is it on, your account or my account, which page is it on. So if you change these pages, then you might end up having different functions different functions of not happening properly. So for example, if I change my account page to home page, it means that when customers are logging in, they won't see their details because the shortcode which is on my account page will not be on the home page, unless if I put the shortcode for my account page on the home page, then they can still access the same services. So since we still new at this, let's leave it at this and leave these pages alone. Then of course I'm going to save the file, move on, and These other settings, just leave them as they are. Get to know the basics, then of course you'll get to know these ones which are a little bit advanced, like the webhooks, which I was talking about, where you connect the two systems to talk to one another, like Stripe and WooCommerce. So if I had a webhook from from Stripe, then I would add it here. But like I said, still with this, my shop will still work. So let's concentrate on the basics, and then you can, or we shall consider the more advanced features of WooCommerce at some point. Okay, so basically we have finished the setting, WooCommerce settings. Now our shop is ready to go. They are telling us that a few more items need to be set up. And they are talking about my products. Of course, we're going to my products. We didn't set up the taxes because we are not picking taxes. They are telling us to set up the marketing tools. No, really, because we are not using any of these, MailChimp or whatever. Or we can do it at some point later. So we are not doing that. And they are telling us to customize the homepage, upload the logo, store notice. You can go through these, but these are not important. Like products, importing products, no. We're going to create product by product, so we don't need to import products. Customize homepage. Let's see what they are talking about. So you add the logo, the logo is there. Store notice. Do you want to put a store notice there? Like 50% discount, which is shown to everyone who is coming to your shop. Yeah, or maybe not. You can do it from here. You can do it from when you go to the customizing area, which we shall look at later. But let's do it from here. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we have done most of the settings we want to do. Now we are going to add in the products, and then off we shall be on our way to start making sales. They have put in a few products that came up with the shop or the plugin, sorry, the theme, but we're selling beauty products, so we don't need all these. I'm going to delete all of them, move all of them to the bin. And start afresh. But before I add in my products, I want to create categories for these products. So, of course, your products will have different categories where they have created lots of categories as well. And let's remove all these categories because they don't really correspond with the products we are going to sell. So they are categorized. That's the default. It stays there. It can't be deleted. So we're going to create ours, and we're selling beauty products. So let's say the first one is going to be shampoo. It's a beauty product, I guess. So all the shampoo products will be put under this category. You can describe it, you can put an image as well if you want, but this is for your own use. And another beauty product, let's say another category I'm going to create with body cream. Let's say body cream. Okay, so all the body cream products will be under that category. So I have two categories, and now I'm ready to add in products. Now, if I go to all products or add products, it's all the same. All products, we don't have any product, so I'm going to add products. If you have products on a spreadsheet somewhere, you can import them. If you click on import, then you go through the process of importing. They'll just come into your store straight away. But we don't have them on a spreadsheet or somewhere, so I'm going to create new products from scratch. Add new. So we go to the products page and hair shampoo. Let's say hair shampoo. That's the product name. So I'm going to be selling a hair shampoo, and I'm going to say this hair shampoo is very good for whatever. So I can put all the talk or the good words about my shampoo here. Shampoo is, for example, is very good. It's very good. It is made of, let's say, natural ingredients. So all the things you want to talk about your shampoo, you can put them here. If you have visited most of the shops, for example, I'm going to use the most common one, which is let's say Amazon. If you go to Amazon and go to, let's say, shampoo, oh, what's this? Amazon shampoo. And if you go to shampoo, okay, shampoo, kids shampoo. Let's say this one. So as you can see, you have about the product. Okay, let's say we copy this and put it in our shop. So about the products, like I said, when you are copying and pasting, you need to go, let me actually delete this. So you need to go to the test because we don't want to inherit all the formatting and coding from Amazon. So we're going to go to text and paste there. Okay, if we go back to visual, then we can, of course, format this the way we want. Put the space there. Maybe say, what we want to say here, maybe change the color of this to, let's say, that. And then we want to number these or just bullet point them. Okay, so let's finish that. And then, of course, if we go down with the settings, now we have put in a little bit of the description. So if we go to the settings, this is a normal product. So the price, let's say, it's going to be £40. Do we want to put it on sale? No. Is it a virtual product or downloadable product? No. So we're going to leave it at 40. And if we want to give it a code, we can say it's code number 1. Manage stock. Yes, we said we want to manage stock. And how many do we have in store? Let's say we have 60. Remember, we said that if we have 10 left in stock, then we shall get a notification. If you store notes, remember we said 10, they're already here. Yeah. Then, of course, these other settings enabled sale individually, not really. If someone wants to buy another item with it, they can do it. So leave that one as it is. Then shipping, how do we want to ship it? Do we check the length, the weight? How does it weigh? It's 1 kg. The dimensions, not really necessary. Is there shipping? Remember we set premium and first class. Premium was for America, first class was for UK, I think. So here you can set any shipping class if you want. Do you want them to be all premium? So whoever buys this pays a premium package shopping for it. Yeah, you can do that. Or you can just leave it no class at all. Then this shampoo, is it linked to other products? For example, is it linked to body cream? Maybe hair cream or whatever. Yes, you can upsell or cross sell like this, where I normally see like on the shop, it says you may be interested in these other items. So there's upselling or cross selling. So you can look for them if you have them here and link them up. Then attributes, of course, this is just one shampoo. It doesn't have like sizes, types, colors. So there's no need for attributes. Advanced, if you want to leave a note for the clients, you can put it here, enable reviews. Yeah, it's marked already. Yeah, then get more options. These are mainly premium premium plugins, which are suggested by WooCommerce. If you go for any of these, you end up, of course, paying some money. So you only activate them if you need them. Okay, so after that, we're going to have another description. So this would normally be a short description about the product. So let's say this was the long description. Okay, so let's do it like this. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to copy, cut actually all of it and bring it down here. So this is going to be my short description. And then I'm going to go back to Amazon and copy the long description. Actually, Amazon would be a good place to use for most of your stuff because they have this info. All these products are there almost, so you can just copy much of this information which is not copyrighted and change it to your own. So I'm going to change this. Okay, I'm going to format now my work here, and I'm going to ingredients. Then I can change all these as I wish, according to how I want. Put in my stuff, put in my descriptions, and then after that, that's done about the product. Now I'm going to format the pictures of the product. So I don't have a shampoo. Let me see whether I can get this picture and use it. Yeah, so this is just for the purposes of this lecture, but of course you will have your own products, you will have your product images, so you don't need to use these ones. I'm just using them because I don't have any to show you with. So if I come to this side, in which category would this be? It's a shampoo, so it's going to be in the shampoo category. And do I want any product tags? These will help customers search in your store when they are looking for For products, if you have many products, they can use keywords to look for products. Then do you want a sidebar on the page? Product page? No sidebar. Layout content boxed full width. I just leave that. The disable section headers or featured image. No, I'll just leave them out there. Then the most important one is product page. Since I downloaded a few from Amazon, I'm going to use one of them. So they are here. Let me just upload all of them and I'll choose when I get into the shop. So I'm going to pick this one and use this one as the product page, product image, sorry. And then I'm going to have other images, which are gallery images as well. So I can choose 3 different ones. So these will appear under the product in your shop. Okay. Now it looks like I've finished uploading my page, sorry, my product. Now if I publish, I'll have one product in my shop. But before I go to see how it looks like, I want to add another product and then we shall see how these products will look in my shop. So that's one product. And in order to make it very quick for me, I'm going to duplicate this product and I'll change a few things. So you duplicate it. So instead of hair shampoo, I'm going to call it body wash. Body wash. Body wash cream. And I'm going to leave all this information the same, and I'm going to change the price to £30, but I'm going to put it on sale for £20 sale price. And the rest, the inventory, I'm going to, of course, change this. They can't be similar, so I'm going to call it 002. That's my product number. And in the shop, let's say I have 50, and the rest is going to stay the same. Only I'm going to change the category and put it in the body cream, not shampoo. And then the tag, I'm going to use cream as my tag. When people are searching my shop, they can use cream and get to that. No sidebar, I'm not changing these settings. Then the product image, I'm going to remove this and use, let me use a different one. So I'm going to use this one as a product image. And I'm going to change this from the product image, sorry, from the gallery images, and I'm going to add which one? Let me just make it a bit unique. Let me make it unique and use that one. So I'm going to use this. So that's another product which is done, and I'm going to publish it. So I have now 2 products in my shop. And as you can see, the products are here. So now what I'm going to do is, of course, I've finished setting up my shop. I've finished adding in products. I haven't sold anything, but I need to set up my website properly, especially the navigation, so that when customers come to my website, they know where to go and what to do and all that. So I'm going to set up the navigation, which is the menu technically. So to set up the navigation, you come to appearance and go to menu. And then in the menu, You can set up so many menus here. As you can see, you have primary menu, which is number on top, and then secondary, which is like the most top one, small one number on top of the primary. Then you have of campus, you have logged in account menu, you have footer menu. So let's start with, let's say, primary. We're giving it a name, and then we create it before we add the pages to that of course menu. So which pages do we want to show on this menu? And like I said, this is going to be our primary menu. So let's put it on the primary. So we're going to need, of course, the home page. The shop basket or the basket page doesn't normally appear like on the front pages. So we're just going to leave that. Checkout now. You have contact us. Yeah, that's important. My account, no, really. Refund policy, no, really. Shop, yes. So we have free. Do we want shop to be the last one or to be before contact us? Okay, let's save now. Now that's one menu that is created. We're going to create another one, call it create a new menu, and we're going to call it secondary. So I'm going to call it secondary just in short, and it will appear in the secondary menu. And click create. And which pages am I going to add here? So I'm going to add my account, contact us, checkout. We'll see how it looks like, but we can probably remove it later. It doesn't normally go there. So we're going to have my account as the top one. If you want to change the label, you can say login. That's what will appear. Then contact us. You can remove us and say contact. And we said this is going to be in the secondary. So let's save it. And we're going to create another one before we finish. And we're going to call it footer. So this is normally the menu that goes under like the bottom of your website. It normally has a few things like privacy, refund, all that stuff. All the other pages you probably don't need to show on top of the website. So we're going to have refund policy. Which other page do we have here to show? We can still show contact us and maybe my account. Okay, and then save that. Okay, now we are almost done. But before we finish and check on our shop, we're going to look at how we're going to set up the front page of our shop. So what did we want to show on the front page of our shop? Now, in order to do that, like I said before, you can do it from here, or you can do from customization, appearance, customize, and change it from there. Or you can come here and go to reading. And before that, I'm going to set up a page, one more page, where we shall be showing all the blogs and articles and news and everything. So I'm going to call this blog page, publish it. Okay, and go back to to the settings, go to reading, and come to this area where you can set up the front page of your shop. If you want your blog page to be the main page, which is the first page of the website, then you leave it at that. If you want to use any other static page, like the home page, then you can do it from here. So you can choose any page you want to use and use it from here. You can actually use the shop if you want it to be your first page. And then the post page will be the page where all the posts go, all the updates, the articles, the blogs, where they go. And this is going to be the blog page. Okay. And this setting is asking you, what do you want to show on the blog page? Do you want to show all the text? Do you want to show just a little bit of the text or the content? So I'm going for the short content. And then how many do you want to show on the page and all that stuff. So you can change this to any you want. Okay. And I save that. So now my website is done, actually. So if I go to now view my site, I'm going to go here again, visit my site in a new tab and go to my site. Now you remember we set up that announcement for everyone. It's here, 50% discount. You can dismiss it if you want. It's not important. This top bit is there because we are still logged in. But if we log out, this will disappear. So we shall only have this part here present. Now, like I said before, we chose the shop to be our front page. And this is our front page now. And as you can see, it's our shop, which has 2 items. This item is on sale, as you can see. It was £30, now it's £20. It's a body wash cream. It's within the body cream category, and as you can see, nobody has reviewed it, so it doesn't have any stars. And we can even purchase from here. Let's assuming we purchase that product, and as you can see, it has taken us to the basket, of course. Now, if we want to continue shopping, we can do that. If we have a coupon, we can apply it here and get a discount, but it's £20. Now, I think we are okay with it. So we're going to proceed to the checkout and pay for this product. We can calculate the shipping here by putting the postcode or where we want to ship, but let's leave it a little bit and proceed and see what happens. So proceed to checkout. So here it's asking me for my details, billing, whatever. So if I say my name is Joshua and last name is that, then country, street, number 1, Downing Street, city, London, postcode EC1 to CN. Okay, phone number. And my email is already here because I'm logged in. Then which address do I want to deliver? Do I want to deliver to a different address? No, I want to use the same address. Okay, now if you come to this area where you summary of your order, as you can see, there are no shipping options available. Please ensure that your address has been entered correctly. And so let's see, E8 1FB. No, it didn't pick up the address. If you put in the address properly, then it will pick up the address and put in the shipping cost here accordingly. So like we said before, we have two methods of payments. So they can pay with direct bank transfer, or we can pay with credit card through Stripe. So what do we want to do? If you click Stripe, it will give you these options. So the customer will just put in their card number and accept the terms and press the order. When they press the order, their card details will be taken by Stripe. Actually, this website doesn't keep these card details. The card details will be go to Stripe, so you don't need to worry about security of your customers' cards. But the payment will be taken by Stripe, and then of course it will go into your Stripe account, where Stripe will pay to you after like 3 days. But if you want to pay with bank transfer, then they don't need to pay anything here. They'll just send the money by either by bank transfer after they have made their after they have paid. It's not accepting because of the shipping. If we go back one step, let's see what. So if we enter the address here, which is that, update. No shipping options were found. Let me select USA and see. We set up the shipping. Let me disable the shipping a little bit and complete this purchase, because I want us to complete it and see what happens. So I'm going to disable the shipping now. So if I disable the shipping, shipped all countries specifically to that, and then shipping categories, so shipping zones. So assuming we don't have any zones, and shipping options. So let's disable that and save changes. So if we go back to our shop and refresh, so there are no shipping options now. So if we proceed to the checkout, and our name is already here. Okay, so there is cash on deliver as well, which was activated. So let me go for the bank transfer and then accept the terms, then I press the order. Remember, they are not paying anything now. They will send the money by bank transfer. So thank you for your order has been received. Order item for the date, this direct bank transfer. Goods will be dispatched after payment has been received. Our bank details are Papa Internet, Barclays, account number, sort code. Well, we should have said, please send the money to this account, but it doesn't matter. It depends on the instructions you put there, and you've seen where the instructions are. So this is a summary of the order, as you can see, a little bit actually professional. So this is what the customer sees, and now they have made an order. Now, when they make an order like that, you get a notification, normally in your website, or you get a notification by email. Then what you normally do is to come into your website or log into your website as the shop manager. Okay. Oh, it hasn't activated yet, but we should receive an order here. Oh, it's there. So we have received an order. You normally get an email, of course, and then you log in, you go to orders. You see the order is still on hold because maybe you're expecting them to pay. If they finish paying and you get a notification from your bank that you have received the money, then you click anywhere within the order and come to the order area. Of course, you see the billing and the shipping address is the same. That's where you're shipping it. So you package your body cream. After finishing packaging it and sending it maybe through the post, then you come here and say order, where you can tell them you are still processing the order if you're still packaging and all that stuff by clicking this. But if you finish sending it through the post and now you're telling them that your order is complete, then you click on completed and then update. Let's see, you don't need to resend them an invoice. The invoice was sent already, so you just update. And when you update, it means now the order has been completed. They will get a notification that your order has been completed. And now they will be expecting, of course, their stuff through the post office. And as you can see, it has changed from on hold to completed. And if you go to the analytics, for example, and look at the analytics, you will see that, of course, you have received one order, product sold one, net sale, it was 20, and total sales, it was 20. So for example, if you had charged tax, it would have taken off tax from this, and it would have given you a net figure here. But we didn't include tax, there was no shipping cost, so that's why the net sales is equal to the total sales. Okay, if you look at the other analytics, for example, the products, you can see that the item sold was for 20 and all that stuff. Then you can check, of course, and see that it was a body shampoo, SQ2, and all that. So that's how the analytics work, and that's how you use them to see what you are doing. Now we are going to do one more thing on this shop before we conclude this chapter. And then the next, of course, session will be about accessing products and selling them online without actually having to pay any money, which is normally called drop shipping. So I'm going to look at coupons and how to use them. And I'm going to go to marketing, then coupons. Set up a coupon, create a coupon, or add a coupon, and I'm going to say Let me call it 50 summer 50. That's a code which I give to my people when I want to give them a discount. And then you can put a description which is optional. Let's say summer discount. Then describe how you want it to use it. So fixed basket discount. Do you want it to be a fixed? Do you want it to be a percentage of the total price, or you want a fixed discount? So I'm going to say a discount as a form of a percentage. So whoever buys a product gets 100% discount. Then I'm going to allow free shipping as well, and the coupon will expire at the end of the month. Okay, then usage, minimum spend, no minimum spend, no maximum spend. Whatever you put in your basket, whatever you spend is what you are going to get a discount on. So individual use only, yeah, I want it to be used once. Exclude some items on sale, no. Products, I can select whatever products I want to be used with the discount, but I'll just leave it here so that all products can use the discount, but you can choose specific products you want the discount to work on. Of course, as you can see, exclude products, product categories, exclude categories, whatever. But I'm not changing this. Usage limits. How many times can someone use the code? If one customer gets a code and gives it to a friend, can they use it as well? Okay, maybe or maybe not. So unlimited use, or just once. Let me just leave it where it is. Apply to all qualifying items in the basket, yes. Usage per customer, unlimited use, or you want to limit it to one user. So you can do that. Limit it to one user or two users, which means it can be used twice, or just unlimited. Whoever has the code can use it to buy stuff. And remember, the code is summer 50. And I'm going to publish it. Okay, so I'm going to buy something using this code. Now I'm a customer. I come to your shop. Let's go back to our shop. And our shop was the home page, which is that. And that's our home page. Now I want to buy this hair shampoo. If I click on that hair shampoo, it takes me to the product page if I want to. Here I can change the quantity of, let me buy 2. Okay. And remember, I have 60 in stock. They're all still there. And these are the images. These are the other small images. Of course, this is the wrong description. And this is a related product. Someone can buy it as well if they want. And yeah, so I'm buying 2 actually. And let me add it to the basket. So that's going to be 2 times 40, which is 80 pounds. Do I want to buy something else as well? Let me continue shopping for something else. And what else is there? So let me buy this one as well. And how many do I want to buy of these? Let me just buy 2 as well. Okay, so I have 2 of these, 2 of that, and as you can see here is 40, 80, so the total is 120. Do I have a coupon to apply? I think I do, and the coupon is summer 50. Apply coupon. And as you can see here, the coupon is 100% discount. The total cost of the products was 120. I've got a discount of 120, so I'm going to pay 0. And if I proceed to checkout, my details are already there because I've bought from them before. Or if I wasn't, I can log in still. And this is what I'm paying. And because I'm not paying anything today, there's no need of showing the payment options. So there's nothing to pay. And I just proceed and pay. After paying, of course, as usual, I get this summary of the payment. I would say receipt. I'm a customer, remember? So this is what I've bought. 2 items of that, 2 items of that. That's my order in case I need to quote it when I'm contacting the sellers. In case my products haven't come, I can quote this order number. And that's my billing address. Is it right? Yes, it is. Okay, I've done my job. I've received an email telling me that I've pressed an order and that was for that much and all that stuff. So now if I go as a shop owner, I receive an email as well telling me that someone bought stuff, 2 shampoos and 2 body wash creams. So what I do, I'll just come to my shop again. Let me click on dashboard, orders. Okay, now it has come. As you can see, if I go to WooCommerce, of course, when I log into my shop, then I'll go to WooCommerce and click on orders. I can see there's one order waiting for me and it is processing because they paid. If they had paid by bank transfer, it would be on hold. If they had paid by Stripe, which takes the money straight away, it would be processing. Now they don't need to pay, so it's in the processing stage. Okay, so I just click on anywhere. Of course, that's the order. I can see that. So I pack all these items into a container, take them to the post office, ship them to the customer. Then I come here and notify the customer that the order has been completed. Okay, so the customer receives an email that your order, of course, has been completed, meaning that the order has been shipped, and they receive it in a few days. Now, if I go to my products, like I said before, all products are here. As you can see, the stock is going down. I've sold 2, they were 50, and I've sold 3 of these. They were 50, now they have come to 47. These were 60. I have sold how many? 2, and now they are 58. So you can monitor, of course, your stock here as well. And if you want to change these prices at any time, you can do that very quickly. Yeah, so let me go back again and show you that properly. So to make quick changes, you go to quick edit. You can change actually the title of the product and the price as well. So if you want to remove the sale, it's no longer on sale. Okay, that's fine. And quantity, now you have got more, or quantity you have 100. Yeah, so as you can see now, there's no discount anymore, and the quantity is 100 now in stock. If you go to your shop, you will see that the quantity has changed. The price has changed for this product. There is no sale price anymore. And if you go to the product page itself, you can see that, of course, the available quantity now is 100, and all the information is there. So that's how quickly you can change the information on the product. Okay, and if you go to analytics still, now you'll see that our sales have changed. We have sold 5 products in 2 orders. The net sale still is 20 because the others were free. And of course, you can see when these were sold and what type of products were sold. Okay. And if, of course, you go to the orders or revenue or whatever, you can still see how many you have sold. Let's say in the categories, in this category, where all categories, but if you go down here, you'll see that the body cream, you have sold 3 products. In the shampoo, you have sold 2. And if you go to, let's say, the coupons, because you are trying to check how many products have you sold by using the coupons. So you will see that 120 was the amount, and you got 1 order through the coupons, and of course the amount was 120, and the coupon was, that's the coupon, and it was applicable by percentage. Okay, so if you had sold like 5 items by using this coupon, they will all be here, showing here. Okay, so that will help you to understand whether the discount you gave actually worked. Did they place orders using the discount code you gave them or not? Has your promotion worked or not? So all these items or analytics are here to help you run your shop properly. Okay, you can go through all of them at some point and see how they work. Most of them are straightforward and you should be able to understand them. For example, in stock, you can see that in stock, you have 58 in the hair shampoo, you have 100 in the body wash cream. Yeah. So this is to do with how your shop is working and how it's running and everything that is happening in your shop. So you can make decisions here. For example, if certain products are not selling very well and you have lots of them in stock, or maybe they are seasonal Christmas items and they are running out, then, sorry, Christmas is running out, then you can, of course, apply the coupon codes in the marketing here and sell them out at a discount, but clear the stock. Okay, so that's all I think we need to cover on e-commerce shop and WooCommerce as well. And I'm very sure that most of you now know how to set up your shops, how to add in products, and how actually to set prices and everything, and how you can sell within your shop. So we're going to stop this session here. In the next session, we are going to look at how you can use your WooCommerce shop, this one now, to sell other people's products. Now, assuming you have a WooCommerce shop, but you don't have any product to sell. For example, you don't have these shampoos or body wash cream. What do you do with it? So you can get products from other retailers, manufacturers, or sellers, and sell them for you on your shop. And then you, of course, set your prices, take your profits, and give them their money when those products sell, or when you sell those products, that's when you pay them. And these wholesalers and manufacturers, they will also ship the products, package them, ship them for you to your clients. The only thing you do here is to accept payments, handle the administration. Of course, if there is a problem, then they come to you. But for example, the product is damaged, you don't need to worry. You raise the complaint with the wholesaler or the person you are selling the products for, and they will handle the damaged goods and replacement and all that. But your work is to accept payments, push through orders, and then of course do the admin work or the customer services work. So we shall look at that in the next session. I hope you all enjoyed this session. If there are any questions, we shall meet in the next session. You can pose those questions, or you can always send me an email and I will respond, or just call me. Thanks very much for listening, and thank you.